Welcome. Our topic is the historical development of informatics in Kazakhstan. The development of informatics in Kazakhstan has been influenced by various factors including political, economic and technological changes. In Soviet era, pre-1991, informatics in Kazakhstan traces its roots back to the Soviet era when Kazakhstan was part of the Soviet Union. During this time, there was a focus on scientific research and education in mathematics, computer science and related fields. Universities and research institutes was established laying the groundwork for future development in informatics.
Following the dissolution of Soviet Union in 1999, Kazakhstan gained independence. In the early years of independence, the country faced significant changes in transitioning its economic and institutions to market-oriented system. However, there was a growing recognition of the importance of information technology in driving economic development and modernization.
Yeah, and in coming years, talking about overall the influence on nowadays, I would mention some factors as it had special influences on government structure and the educational system of the Kazakhstan, as well as the coming of the informatics to the Kazakhstan mean that all the digital technologies came to our place and took the special place in our lives. For instance, I would say the overall the structure of the government are based on online systems and on online platforms, as well as the YGov and other things. And the other example of it, I would say for the education is we could be the example. For instance, students in Asanite University use Moodle for their own purposes, as checking their deadlines and homeworks and other stuff. And yeah, concluding all this above, I would say that overall the influence of the coming informatics to the Kazakhstan placed us in increasing the level of the capacity of the digital technologies, and led to join the big empires of these informatic systems, and it will lead us to the bright and a good future for our next generations. And thank you for your attention. Goodbye.
History of informatics development in Kazakhstan from 2000 to 2020. Informatization in Kazakhstan began with the introduction of the internet in the general population, thereby showing interest in a new source of information in people. By the end of 2002, there were already more than 1 million internet users in Kazakhstan, covering the most populous regions of the country. At the same time, the majority of enterprises began to actively show interest in computerization and automation of some tasks. Because of this, there was a new niche for employment which needed to be actively filled. To this end, a compulsory course in programming languages was introduced at a major university named after Suleiman Demirel, and in 1999 it was followed by the opening of computer academies. Already by the end of 2003, new programming areas were officially introduced in the rest of the countries. Universities that we know that new and promising areas attract even more possible specialists. In this way, the state has created a kind of circle for the development of computer science. Also, to achieve high internet performance throughout Kazakhstan, 3 generalization of CAS satellites have been released, which has improved the work of many government agencies such as e-government. For example, CAS-3, which was released in 2014, was based on advanced technology and was able to adopt 4G technology, which was a great achievement in the development of Kazakhstan in the field of computer science.
Thanks to the high speed of internet and modern computers,
in the country have developed industries associated with the big data cloud technology, smart cities. It also follows that about 3,000 companies have been officially registered in the field of information technology, has been introduced many programs on cybersecurity. According to Republic Agency on Static Information and Communication Technology, sector's share in GDP has made about 3.5%, that is 72 billion tenge for the first half of current year. Development of information and communication technology sector is one of priorities of state program, which reflects its importance for economy of modern Kazakhstan. Market challenges. The main problem for many Kazakhstani IT companies is the lack of significant task benefits, which prevents investment in the development of advanced programs and services.
Also in Kazakhstan there is still a staff shortage. Educational institutions do not have enough qualified teachers and many specialists are self-taught. The development of the sphere was also negatively affected by the crisis of 2015 when state investments in information technology were significantly reduced and many companies temporarily suspended the development of new IT projects. All of this combined led to a reduction in the number of domestic IT companies. We conducted a small survey among the residents of Kazakhstan on the impact of the development of information technology on their everyday life, their views on the future of Kazakhstan. The first question showed us that do you like the development of information in telecommunication technology in Kazakhstan? Has a pronounced position among residents. 68 voted for approval of the state activity. The remaining two options have similar audience. The second question showed us, on the contrary, that there is no clear favorite among respondents. This for us clarifies the fact that information among the inhabitants of Kazakhstan went differently. Moving on the fifth question, if it can be noted that the government of Kazakhstan still need to create better conditions for employees to avoid the brain drain. Summarizing the results for 2020, despite the achieved goals, Kazakhstan will continue developing in the IT industry, and in the future we expect improvement in all indicators, which will lead us to greater development. Many thanks for your attention.